Can you tell me a little bit about the positions you're recruiting for today?
Allied has a variety of positions that we have needs for. The most, not the most important, but the most positions that we have open are in nursing. And everyone has seen since COVID that, you know, there's been a big force and jump in the healthcare profession. So we are looking for RNs, LPNs, CNAs, nurse aides. Even if you don't have experience, if you're not certified, we will do training with you. And we do have CNA classes now also in Wilkes-Barre and Scranton that we can put you in that class. We can hire you before that class starts. You could work as a resident care assistant. You could get that hands-on experience before the class starts. Once you're employed with us, you are our employee. We pay you to go through that class, and then we put you into a full-time position when you finish that class. So there are a lot of positions in healthcare. There are a lot of positions that are in healthcare, but you don't have to be in healthcare. Our famous saying is you don't have to be in healthcare to work in healthcare. So we have food service positions, we have custodian positions. And then Allied has so many divisions that we have resident assistants, we have mental health workers, we have direct care workers. So if you like to go into the home and help someone out in their home, you could be a direct care worker, go into the person's home, and it doesn't always have to be hands-on care. They might need some help with some light housekeeping or running some errands for them or taking them to appointments. So there's such a variety. And if you think you're interested in a type of healthcare position, you could always call me and I could go through the positions with you and set you up to what might be the best fit for you in our industry.
That's great that you're open to phone calls and talking.
Yes. Oh, definitely.
In person.
Yeah.
Are these positions available at majority of your locations? Are you hiring more at one than another?
Yeah, the bulk of our positions, well, in the past, I would say Scranton, because Scranton is our main campus on the Morgan Highway. But we have really grown in the Wilkes-Barre area also. So while I do have a lot of positions in Scranton, if you're kind of on the border there and not sure if you want to work in Scranton or Wilkes-Barre, I do have openings in Wilkes-Barre also. But all the positions I spoke of, everything is available in the Scranton area, full-time, part-time, and call-in. Call-in, that's just how we label that position. It's not like we're just going to call you and say, hey, you have to come into work today. A call-in employee, a lot of times they work somewhere else, they're full-time, part-time, and they just want to make some extra money. Or it's maybe a stay-at-home mom that, you know, when their spouse comes home or when they have a babysitter, they could come into work. So that position, you would be hired as a call-in. It's always a higher rate of pay. And then you would just give us your availability and we would schedule you based on your availability.
Do you offer competitive wages, a base wage?
We do. Our base wage currently is $13 an hour. So that's you would not get anything lower than 13 an hour. And then we did just increase our nursing rates. Our RNs are starting at 33 an hour, our LPNs at 23.50. We have shift diffs up to $5 an hour. And now we're offering sign-on bonuses up to 30,000. And our CNA is at 18 an hour. And I want to throw in the nurse aide too. So the nurse aide's at 16, because if you come in and you don't have experience, you could come in as a nurse aide, and we have ladders. So you could come in as a nurse aide and take advantage of our scholarships and our tuition reimbursement. And you could go back and you could do our class, our CNA class, come in as a nurse aide at 16, go through that class, which is only a month, go to 18 an hour, take advantage of our scholarships. You could get a $2,000 nursing scholarship, as well as 5,000 tuition reimbursement, go and become an LPN. And as long as you're in the system and you're still working, we can be very flexible with shifts. You could work a weekend shift while you're going to school during the week, become an LPN, and then you're going to bump up to $23.50 an hour. And then if you want to go back and become an RN, once you become an LPN, we also offer $20,000 toward, or $10,000 towards a loan repayment. We just started this past year, a partnership with Lackawanna College. Lackawanna has an RN program. So you're working for Allied, you have to work at least 20 hours a week. So you're working 20 hours a week as an LPN, you go to Lackawanna for the RN program, and it's free. So there's so many steps you could take at Allied for career advancement.
So many opportunities.
And there's so many opportunities for money to help you advance yourself in a career that that you're interested in.
So you're saying that a high school student at 16 can enter the CNA program, they know they want to be a nurse after high school, they can just.
Yeah, for the CNA program, it's
going up
18.
the ladder.
Yeah, we like them to
Okay.
be 18, but
Mhm.
they could start at 16. We hire safety aides.
Okay.
So it's almost giving you that little foot in the door of
Mhm.
working in the facility, and it's watching our monitors, which is, a lot of patients come in and some of them are one-on-one, or they have to be monitored, that just in case they try to get up out of bed, or they might be considered a fall risk, that we hire a lot of students to do this, where they sit one-on-one with them in their room, or they watch the monitors, the cameras that are set up in the patient's rooms. So that is something that they get in, they see if they like it. And we have a lot of students that have gone back then become nurse aides. We do a nurse aide, rehab nurse aide program that will do a 2-week training. And we trained 5 students in June to do that. And then they worked as nurse aides over the summer. So it's a nice stepping stone for them. And then they see if they like it. And then when we have the CNA class and they graduate from high school, they could go into the CNA class and start their career doing the path, which I just explained before, as, you know, going for an LPN or an RN.
That's great. What are you looking for in a candidate?
Well, many things that we look for in a candidate, reliability is number one. You know, if you want the job and we are going to give you a chance to work for Allied Services, we want you to be reliable. We want you to be motivated. We want a team player. Things come up in life, and snow comes up in Northeast PA. So we want you to plan ahead. Know that, you know, because healthcare is 24/7, so there's no snow days. So if we have a bad storm, we still need to get staff here. And Allied is great that they do have staff that will go and pick up, you know, our nurse aides and our nurses and our clinical staff that we need to have here to take care of our patients. So that is something that, you know, we would go and pick them up if we're able to. But that's something that I always tell applicants to think in advance. You know, if a snowstorm came up, how would you plan to get here? Especially, you know, if you have children too, and school's closed, do you have a backup plan for someone to watch your children so you could get to work? Because that is something, especially in healthcare, that we need our staff to come in. And we do understand there's emergencies, things happen, but, you know, overall, we need everyone to have a plan in place that they're able to get to work at the start of their shift. Very important.
Definitely very important. Is there anything that I may not have asked that you'd like to mention?
Just a big thing right now is this
Mhm.
year, our partnership with Lackawanna. That is big. That's a big deal for Allied. We have many employees interested in that, and only working 20 hours a week is nothing, because you could work 16 in a weekend. So we're very flexible with students that are going to school, that are going to college, that are in high school, working with them, working with their schedules. We could switch schedules with a college schedule every semester. We're very open to having employees advance. That Allied is such a large and diverse healthcare system. You know, everyone sees us on the Morgan Highway, but we have overall, we have 3 large skilled nursing facilities overall, our whole system in Wilkes-Barre and Scranton. We have 2 transitional rehab units. We have 2 large rehabilitation hospitals. We have a home health division. We have in-home services. We have vocational, we have behavioral health, we have developmental. So there's so many other things besides just our big rehab and skilled nursing facility. A big thing we're looking for now is maintenance mechanics. So if you have any maintenance experience, we would love to talk to you, because we have such a variety of master mechanics and that are trained in either carpentry or electricians or plumbing, that you could be trained. We have students from Johnson come in and do affiliations and clinical, you know, I can't think of what I was saying, but like an internship with us to learn on the job learning, which is so important for them to take that back, to go back into the classroom and to learn those trades. But that's something big. And I have been posting positions on the Chamber's job board.
Yes, I saw that. this morning.
Yeah,
Thank
so
you.
I didn't get, I have about 8 on there now, I think. But you know, everyone, please come to the Allied Services website. That's where you're going to get all of the positions posted. Right now, I think I have about 330 positions posted all across the board. That could be nursing, that could be clerical, the aid positions, maintenance mechanic, custodial. We have recreation aides. If you like working with people, but maybe you don't want to do a hands-on nurse aide position, you could work as a rec aide. And rec aides go in and work in our nursing homes, and it's a needed position for these people that are in the nursing home, but you're playing bingo with them and you're doing crafts, and it's so rewarding, fulfilling, and
Sounds
you
fun.
get to know your residents. And so there's such a variety. And if anyone has any questions about any of the positions that are posted, and if you're not sure, I can always be called. 570-348-1455 is my direct number. To go on our website to apply for a position, it's www.allied-services.org, and that will take you onto the main website. If you don't have a computer, it is not really mobile friendly at this time, the application process. But if you don't have a computer, you could come to our HR department. We're located in the Abington Executive Park in Clark Summit. You could go to your local library. Some people use a friend's computer, or if you really cannot get to a computer, I do have paper applications. Call me, I will mail you one. It's no problem. Whatever we could do to try to get you into the system and into a position that is a career for you, Allied is willing to help you out.
Teresa, thank you so much for
Oh, you're
describing
welcome.
all of the opportunities Allied Services has in our area, not just in healthcare, but even maintenance and more.
No
If you are
problem.
an interested job seeker, I do encourage you just to call Teresa, because might be the easiest way to get your foot in
Definitely.
the door. And also the job postings are available on the chamber job board at scrantonchamber.com. If you are a member business watching this right now and you're interested in Workforce Wednesday session, please contact me at epetnato@scrantonchamber.com or call 570-342-7711. And thank you again, Teresa, for joining today. And
Thank you.
our viewers.
Have a good day, everybody. Thank
Have a good
you.
day.
Bye-bye.